Hi, all. Welcome to Pacific Permaculture. I'm experimenting a little bit lately with this live stream. I did something wrong last time. I don't know what that is, or maybe just something I'm not so technically oriented to do the exact thing properly to make this upload and do whatever. So I'm learning this, and I figure the best way to learn it is to do it. So if anybody is on here, is online that joins me, great. This is how I'm going to learn about this live stream. I want to find out how I can hook a camera up to this instead of just going by the webcam that's on as part of the computer itself. And I don't know how that works. So anybody, if you see this on the replay, comment. I need some help with that. I know people say, just look it up online, but I need someone to kind of explain it to me. I'm not that. Everybody doesn't learn the same. Let me say that. I need a hands-on approach, learn things slowly, and then I have it locked in. Most times it's locked in solid after I learn it, but I don't always learn the quickest. So anyhow, I want to learn that. Several things I want to learn. Somebody else told me that I could put this chat where it's on a separate screen. Still don't know how I do that, but apparently I can do that. And it looks like nobody's going to join me here for this few minutes. So I'm just gonna daze off a second and wait for someone to appear. I wonder if I was on here for hours, if someone would actually appear, or I'd just be sitting here and nobody will watch a video later and just wasting time or what. As I adjust the settings on the phone while nobody's here. So I guess I could talk about something anyway. Not sure what to talk about. What I talked about on the first one today that didn't upload was how we could help things as this sickness lightens up. And to me, it never seemed like it really hit here hard in California. Now, somebody that's a scientist said that being near the beach or being in the beach water, ocean water, will cure this. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or scientist. I believe that being outdoors is very healthy for you, though. And what somebody once told me is, injury you get on the land is cured in the sea. Injury you get in the sea is cured on the land. Now that was referring to like a cut, say a cut foot or something. But does that apply to something we might breathe in on the land? I don't know. But if I get really sick, it's worth a gamble. I'm going to the beach. Feels good anyway. The ocean breeze and all that. And anyway, that type of thing. So what I was kind of saying is, as we come out of this, our economy out here has been pretty much squashed. It wouldn't hurt. I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here, but it wouldn't hurt if everybody grew a few vegetables. If you've never grown any and you're just looking at this as something entertainment, my channel, grow a vegetable this year. It could be a squash. It could be, it could be a tomato. It could be one bean plant, and then just plan to next year increase that. Little by little, we can make changes. I mean, it's not going to get you out of debt in that way, but you have something to do while you're broke, and you can eat healthy, and maybe we can start a transition away from all that corporate grown unhealthy food that we buy at the market. Maybe we can get it down to a few percentage points of unhealthy food, and like 96, 97% healthy, locally grown organic food. Be it from small farms or gardens or wherever. Why don't we have access to good food everywhere? And everybody, including these people they live in a food desert, supposedly in the middle of a city. They should have, there should be plenty of food. If there's people, there's someone else there that can grow some food. So I'm all about that. And I'll encourage any willing people to grow some food, grow a plant or two. And, it's all about sharing too. Now, that doesn't mean if I have a whole shed full of stuff, it's okay for somebody to break in and take everything. There's a limit to these things. If I feel like I'm getting exploited, then that's too much. But there's a level where I can share things and it's all fine. And if everybody did a little bit of that, I think we'll all come out a little bit better off of this sick time and this economy squash down time, and just move forward, make everything better. Just think if you didn't have to go shopping for all your food, just think of it just the staple things. Maybe once in a while go for some rice or some canned soup, something like that, but your basic vegetables and like that were in the neighborhood. You could just say you could go down a block and get everything you needed, and it's all fresh, healthy, mature on the vine type of stuff. Wouldn't that be great? So, I think it would be great, I think we should start that. One gardener at a time. Work towards that. Let's see how good we can make our society. It seems like now what's taken over is this Zoom call thing where you do the teleconferencing. I went to a meeting the other night for a group I belong to. I didn't even have to go anywhere. That's great. So it saves me all that transit time and everything. More time that I can garden a little bit. More time that I can do good things. Not just waste it on transit here and there. I don't want to have to drive a half hour to go and talk for an hour and a half, to drive a half hour back. That's a lot of wasted motion. Even during that meeting, I could have checked that. Say if I had some gardening to do in the backyard, I could have checked out of the meeting for a minute and went and watered or pick something and then come back. Just turn my screen off for a second. So I think that the stimulus of people being sheltering in place during this coronavirus has brought some good things, and we need to tune into them better, utilize the tools at hand to make our lives better. If we're saving time and still accomplishing the meeting, like I say, maybe we can garden. Maybe we can take time and actually meet one of the people that live nearby and you call them a neighbor once in a while. Okay, these type of things. This, rather than separating us, this thing has a potential to really bring us all together as society and make it better. Okay. If we know our neighbor isn't as likely to throw his junk on the sidewalk, right? Isn't as likely to break a bottle in front of our house because, oh, well, I know so-and-so. I think it has a lot of positive benefits. So anyway, moving forward, I think that's just what we have to do. Move forward with better ways of doing things. If we're saving time, we don't have to spend as many hours a month going to meetings for this group or that group. Well, let's take it back local. Take it back to our own house and surroundings. Grow some things, share them. Maybe somebody grows something you didn't grow, they'll share with you. I hear there's an app for the phone called Crop Swap where people get grow excess and then they're willing to share it. So then you go, I'm not sure if you have to bring something or if you just go get it and then somebody else shares, and around there's all this abundance being shared. So that's something to look into too. I haven't looked into it myself yet totally, but somebody had it on their video. So it does interest me. And moving forward, that's one of the big solutions, I think. You know, at least if we're not all going to have jobs, we can maybe all eat good. We're supposed to be the richest country in the world. Everybody should be able to have access to fresh, healthy, organic, locally grown food. Our food shouldn't come from so many thousand miles away. I mean, I got apples one day, it said New Zealand, you know, sometimes like Australia. Oh, that's crazy. California can grow just about everything. You know, I mean, if it can grow here, it should be grown here. So anyway, I put my money towards those ends. I try to support local organic, and we need to promote more people to grow organic. Maybe you don't make money at it. Maybe you make a couple extra bucks a year, or you just are able to share some really delicious, fresh food. Isn't that worth a little effort? To me, it is. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. Talk to y'all later. Peace and permaculture. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. You can comment good or bad, and actually you can give me a thumbs down if you want. Any thumb is a good thumb. Talk to you later.